What's going on, everybody? Today's video will be about the top 5 most powerful superheroes in the MCU so far. Now, I know Captain Marvel will pretty much be number 1 soon by the time her movie comes out, because Kevin Feige says she will be the most powerful superhero we've ever seen, as she can move planets and other crazy stuff like that. When her movie comes out and stuff, I might make an updated version of this list. Alright, let's get started. At number 5. We have Hulk. Now, the reason Hulk is number 5, because Hulk, I'd say he's arguably the most strongest superhero in the MCU, physically wise, due to the fact that as he gets angrier, he gets stronger. But we haven't really seen that showcase in the MCU yet, so I don't know. Hopefully they redeem him in Avengers 4. Well, some of his feats are, he's beat the Abomination. He destroyed the Chitauri pretty easily. He's went toe-to-toe with Thor on many occasions in the first Avengers and in Thor Ragnarok. The Hulk has moved a Leviathan. He's also stopped it with a single punch. He also has damaged Surtur, who is extremely powerful. He's also stopped Fenris's bite, and he suplexed the giant wolf. He's also clashed with the Hulkbuster, creating a large shockwave. The Hulk is also very durable, as he took a hit from Thor with his full lightning power in Thor Ragnarok. He got tossed away by Surtur. He's taken several hits from Thor and got up pretty easily. He's also very agile and he's really fast, as he's jumped to Ultron's flying city very quickly. And he jumped from the city to the helicarrier, and then he jumped back, and then he jumps to the Quinjet, which is very insane. But Hulk hasn't really been at his best for a while now. In Age of Ultron, Hulkbuster beat him too. I feel like Hulk hasn't reached his full potential. Hopefully we see that in Avengers 4, but man, it sucks. Hulk's one of my favorite characters, and he's not doing his thing, man. He's getting beat by a lot of people. He's not the strongest there is, as his title claims to be in the comics, and just his character. Now, we all know what happened in Infinity War. Hulk absolutely got destroyed by Thanos. He got just put away, man. Thanos just whooped him. Thanos gave him the greatest beatdown ever. Yeah, but he hasn't done anything to the point where it gets a lot of notice and attention to people start be like, oh, whoa, Hulk hasn't reached his full potential yet, but hopefully he does in Avengers 4 or in the near future somewhere. At number 4 is Iron Man. Now, Tony Stark, Iron Man himself, he's come a long way since 2008, as he was the first one to be introduced into the MCU. Iron Man has accomplished many incredible feats over the years. First of all, we all know his armor and suits, pretty much. They are the source of his powers. The armor allows him to fly supersonic speeds. He also has a lot of firepower. He has repulsors, lasers, unibeam, miniguns, missiles, and many more. That was his earlier suits though. Destroying the Chitauri with ease. In Civil War, he obliterated the Winter Soldier's bionic arm with his unibeam. He has one-shotted a tank with his missiles. His lasers have cut through hammer drones and trees. He's fought Thor in the first Avengers movie, and he beat Thor. He kicked Thor through a tree. Spider-Man Homecoming, he pushed one side of a ferry enough until his gadgets come to push the whole ship together. And the Staten Island ferry weighs up between 2,500 to 3,500 tons. He's taken a beating from Captain America and the Winter Soldier themselves, 2v1. He casually took blasts from Ultron's beams. His suits obviously have many capabilities. In Civil War, he was able to outmatch Captain America in hand-to-hand combat, because he analyzed his fighting pattern. For speed-wise, he has dodged a tank shot. He has evaded multiple plasma fire. He has blitzed through multiple Chitauri soldiers. He's also created Hulkbuster to beat the Hulk. He's created so many amazing suits. Now in Infinity War, Iron Man came out with that bleeding edge armor. That thing is amazing. It looks so great. The nanotech, he's able to summon it at will, and he can make like any weapons he wants, such as hammers, swords, spears, axes, whatever he wants. Now, when he fought Thanos, this is the moment that he proved that he is one of the most legendary superheroes of all time. When he fought Thanos, and he made Thanos bleed. A genius billionaire playboy philanthropist in a suit made a mad titan from space. He made Thanos bleed. Now that's impressive. He's just a man in a suit and he made Thanos bleed. That's impressive. Hulk got trash, remember that. Hulk couldn't do a thing. He couldn't even tickle Thanos. And Iron Man made him bleed. Iron Man deserves a spot at number 4. And coming up next at number 3 is Scarlet Witch. Now, when she got introduced in Age of Ultron, she first introduced as like a kind of a villain until she realized what Ultron's plan. She uses magic, because I heard it's the same magic that Doctor Strange uses, but she doesn't really know how to control it. Some of her feats are, she did this mind control hypnotizing thing on the Avengers, like Thor, Cap, and Black Widow. We haven't seen her do that power ever since. She has stopped an off-rail train. She ripped out Ultron's heart. Then after that, Civil War. She has kept an air traffic control tower from falling. She temporarily contained Crossbone's explosion. She easily hurls multiple cars at Iron Man in his Civil War. A really impressive feat that she did was when she forced Vision to release Hawkeye, and she increased his density to send him through multiple floors and deep into the earth. That was amazing. Civil War, she really didn't do much. She didn't really do much. Pulling people around, that's it. In Infinity War, she became more powerful. She picked up and threw these massive spinning wheels, killing all the Outriders. However, she is not higher on this list due to the fact that she cannot fight at close range. She needs to be at a certain distance because Proxima Midnight and Corvus Glaive were beating her at close range until Cap, Falcon, and Black Widow showed up to save the day. Captain America, Black Widow, and Falcon all ranked below her on this list. And also later in the Wakanda battle, she was saved by Black Widow before being killed by Proxima Midnight. Her power set is kind of here and there. It's kind of like all over the place. So hopefully we get to see her full potential. Because I really think that if she reaches her full potential, she can make it to the top of the list. Yeah, hopefully they get her power set all cleared up and her power is more explained simply. And yeah, she's at number 3. At number 2 is the Sorcerer Supreme himself, Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange was absolutely phenomenal in Infinity War. From all the magic he did to the part where he multiplied himself, like illusions and stuff, that was insane. And the Crimson Bands, the Sidorak, all his sling rings, portals. He was one of the MVP. He took on Thanos and did a better job than most of the Avengers by himself. And he didn't use the time stone. That's impressive. Doctor Strange, the thing about him is he's very creative. Doctor Strange is extremely powerful. Has been able to hold his own against Caecilius, who is skilled enough to casually take down a half a dozen students in the mystic arts. He battled Caecilius and his zealots at the same time. He's blocked multiple energy blasts from Dormammu. He created a portal to redirect Ebony Maw's projectiles. He created a mirror dimension gateway to block an energy blast from the Power Stone just before hitting him. He deflected a space shard thrown at him by Caecilius. He's dodged a sudden barrage of sharp projectiles fired by Dormammu in all directions. Those are his reaction speed feats. Now for durability and endurance, he has shrugged off being hit with part of the explosion that destroyed the London Sanctum and is sent flying over a dozen feet away. He has endured being continuously killed in a time loop by Dormammu. He has endured Ebony Maw's torture for an extended period of time in Infinity War. He's also shrugged off an explosive that also sent Spider-Man and Iron Man flying. He's a master of mystic arts, which means he has many equipment, spells, and magic. He can form a whip made of mystical energy. He has formed a sword to battle alongside Drax and against Thanos. He has created metallic bands that restrains Thanos' arm while wearing the Infinity Gauntlet. He's blocked the kick from Thanos. He has formed a large shield around himself, Iron Man and Spider-Man while inside a spaceship to protect them from the impact from crashing. the service of Titan. He also utilizes a sling ring, which is used by practitioners of the mystic arts to create portals anywhere in the multiverse they can visualize. He also uses a lot of portals. He's used a strand of Thor's hair to create a portal to Odin's exact location. He has created a portal beneath Loki and drops a card in his place, despite Strange not being in the same location. He also utilizes the mirror dimension, which he can send himself and others and create gateways. Cancels out an energy blast from the Power Stone with the mirror dimension wall and sends it towards Thanos to try and remove him from the battlefield. He also can use transmutation, as he transmutes a black hole-like vortex created by Thanos with the Space Stone into a swarm of butterflies, which is really cool to look at. In Infinity War, he also multiplied himself against Thanos, created a bunch of illusions, which was really cool. Overall, Doctor Strange is extremely powerful, and he will only continue to get powerful as the movies progress. And I'm very excited to see what happens in the near future. And that's why Doctor Strange is at number 2. Thor, the God of Thunder, has evolved so much. In the first 2 Thor movies, he didn't really show much. He didn't do much. But Thor Ragnarok was when he started to become the God of Thunder himself. Some of his feats are: he has matched the Hulk's strength on several occasions. He stopped a large dragon from eating him. He overpowers and starts to crush Mark 6 armor. He has taken down a ton of fire demons. He was durable enough to take an explosion from the Bifrost. He survived the destruction of Sokovia. He has been pounded by the Hulk. He has blocked the Destroyer's beams. He punched one of Hela's necro blades. He has created a giant shockwave when he punched the Hulk in Thor Ragnarok. He has withstood part of Surtur's flamethrower blast. He has broke free of Surtur's chains with pure strength. Been able to take several stabs from Hela's blade, and he kept on fighting even after losing his eye. He has charged his fist with lightning and punched through the Bifrost, destroying a portion of it and sending Hela crashing into the water below. Then came Avengers Infinity War, and Thor just even went more insane. He showed his immense durability. He survived Thanos pushing the Power Stone, squeezing it against his face, and he was only left with minor injuries, and he was still okay. He survived the vacuum of space, as shown by floating in the air after the ship was blown up. He's invulnerable to the vacuum of space. He slung rocket spacecraft literally 1,000 meters, maybe even several miles, as it was a dwarf planet. Even threw it with enough force to help move part of the forge. He opened the door for the star using pure strength since the Titanic mechanisms didn't work. He was holding on to the levers of the Stargate while resisting the force and weight of a neutron star. He was being dragged against the surface of the force after throwing a rocket spacecraft and being completely unscathed. He survived the heat, force, weight, and radiation of a neutron star for several minutes. Now that's crazy. He fell several miles from the Stargate to the part of the forge where Eitri and Groot were, even hitting a large metal object on the way down, and was unharmed. He regenerated and fully healed from the star after retrieving Stormbreaker and showing up in Wakanda. His newest hammer, Stormbreaker, which is able to command the Bifrost at will. Stormbreaker is an extremely powerful weapon, which he calls a Thanos killing weapon. Stormbreaker is a weapon of the Allfathers, able to slice through skin as tough as Thanos's. Stormbreaker was able to overpower a beam of all 6 Infinity Stones being used by a fully powered Infinity Gauntlet at once. And he nearly killed the Mad Titan himself, Thanos. He nearly killed Thanos. That is crazy. And that, guys, is the reason why Thor, the God of Thunder himself, is the most powerful superhero in the MCU. Now, let me know what you think in the comments below. Tell me who you think is the most powerful. Eventually, I know that Captain Marvel is probably going to be number 1 anytime soon. But let me know what you think. Hit the like button, subscribe for more new videos like this. And stay tuned, y'all. Peace.